you look at these teams, they have two of the deeper rosters in the NBA.
Well, we should recognize the front office doing just a great job, Kevin, of understanding that depth will win you championships and get you through a long season. They've done a great job of filling out these rosters with a ton of quality players.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the guard position. Randall with the bucket.
Well, fleshing out his offensive attack here. Randall comfortable from that range to knock one down.
Outside Curry. Pass to post. No good with the triple. Curry against DiVincenzo. And the shot goes in.
DiVincenzo has to be agile on the interior, and that time finds a way to get it done.
Curry against McDaniel. Curry, that's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Back to Reed, and stolen by Butler. DiVincenzo against Curry. Here's post. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Curry lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. Butler with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's post. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Reed finds Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Reed with a screen on Curry. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far. Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's post. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards, defended by Butler. Three-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Curry. Here's the screen. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Randall. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Offensive rebound. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, and putting on a bit of a show here.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's post. McDaniels defending. They set the pick. Here's Curry. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And Curry not one of those guards who shrinks when he gets inside.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Curry. And he gets it to go. DiVincenzo's got 7 points in the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the paint, here's Poe. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And here is DiVincenzo. He's got 7. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the goal. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Speed is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
And DiVincenzo, he can really get up there.
Curry against McDaniel. Butler kicks it to Looney. That's to Curry. The shake. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Curry's shot is off.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Handle a screen on Curry. Drives to the hoop.
DiVincenzo just one step ahead of the D that time.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Pass to Reed. 5 to shoot. That one's in, his first shot this game. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Looney kicks to Curry. Butler on the wing. Shoots over McDaniel. Reed with the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, you want to chase him off the three-point line. DiVincenzo able to settle in that time.
Curry outside. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Reed with it. Defended by Looney. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen on Butler. The muscle from Edwards.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And the shot goes down. Curry's got 17.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Butler against Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. Over Butler. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. There's Jackson Davis out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then it's Hield. And it's Payton in at the shooting guard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Hield left side. Looney finds Jackson Davis. Here's Payton. Pass to Moody. And here is Hield. Back to Moody. Looney with it. Up top, Gobert. A rebound by Hield.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get two steps ahead. He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Gobert with a screen on Hield. Here's Shannon. It's good. Shannon's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
They get the rebound. They kick out to Hield. Golden State moving it around. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. Here's Moody. Miller grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Alexander Walker. He has yet to score. Has to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Hield. The offensive rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Takes it inside and stolen by Miller. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Warriors moving it up. Pass to Jackson Davis. And a strong finish with two hands.
That's a stomach
punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Shannon passes to Gobert, and it's good. 2 points.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire. Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Three-pointer, Hield. It's good from long range. Hield's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Now here's Hield. Defense right on him. Here's Jackson Davis. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Payton. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
17 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Gobert, the screen. And he drives in. Pass to Minot. Just 5 to shoot. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Payton, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. And he lays it straight in. Curry's got 19 points.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Edwards making a statement.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Curry against McDaniel. Outside Curry. Butler, a screen on McDaniels. Here's Curry. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Butler on the move. Stolen by Reed. Edwards with it. Now Green defending to the inside. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. It's Butler. Kuminga, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Now Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
Outside Curry. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Everything's within Curry's range.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a three ball that deep wasn't going in.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And rejection by McDaniel. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Outside Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Reed with a screen on Curry. Edwards drawing the double team. Reed finds Randall. Lock at 6. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Up top, Curry. McDaniels defending. Curry on the wing. Curry with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 9. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Connects from three-point range.
3 points.
McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter. Golden State running out of time.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Timberwolves.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, but that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
Kuminga sets a screen for Curry. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Kuminga. That one's off. Still out of sync. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo's decision that time pretty solid there, taking the initiative and then taking the contact.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Ball to Minnesota.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Fires from way outside. Off target. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
They both do the dirty work on the glass.
Yeah, extra possessions will be at a premium tonight. No easy boards with all of these glass eaters running around getting their hands dirty. Should make for a really interesting game to keep an eye on inside.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the 3. Butler can't get it to go. Outside Watson. Jokic with a screen on Curry. Outside Watson. Clock at 6. And he knocks the jumper down. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. From behind the arc. Pure from three-point range.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
It's stolen by Curry. And Kuminga throws it down.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Murray finds Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Here's Murray. The rebound by Post.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And a deep 3 from Curry. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Murray. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Using the soft touch, Murray rainbows it up and down.
A minute 50 left to play in the first. Pass to Post. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
No problems knocking that one down. Curry's got 8.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Curry with it. He's against Watson. Outside for Green. Outside Butler. Shot is up. And the Warriors get it back. And that one's good. Green.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
Jokic with a screen on Butler. Murray with it. Now guarded by Butler. And it's Murray finishing it off. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Outside Curry. No good that time. Excellent defense there from Watson. Launches a three. Rebounded by Butler. Here's Green. Here's post. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Jamal Murray. He's been the guy. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the three. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Now Curry from deep. He can't get that one to fall. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Denver shooting their first free throws of this game. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
ABA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Hallie. 6 to shoot. From the high post. And he hits the jumper. Curry's got 10.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Oh, and the jam by Jokic.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Outside Butler. There's a screen for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Brown passes to Gordon. And he jams it home with authority.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Curry looking it over. Puts up a deep 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to Jokic. With the teardrop. Inside. Jokic drops it in.
Smooth jumper by Jokic. Not going to let anything break up his concentration.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. And now a 7-point Denver lead.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
Now here's Curry, defended by Watson. Shot to stop the run. Curry buries the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Murray. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Outside Curry. Curry takes it in. An easy 2 on the layup. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Here's Watson. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The 3 from Curry. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
Murray's shot is good.
Look at how instant Murray's shooting can be. Gets the pass, plants the feet, and drills it.
20 seconds left in the first half of this one. And here's Curry. He's got 15. They set the pick. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Warriors missing. That shot off. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Nuggets on top, up by 11. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drop. They're measuring up the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
Moody is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And then there's Kevon Looney. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Payton in a 2-guard. That's the Warriors 5. Pass to Šarić. Hield against Westbrook. And here's Jackson-Davis. Takes it inside. Here's Looney. Outside Moody. Beyond the arc. Westbrook with the rebound. The Nuggets lead by 9. Here's Strawther, guarded by Payton, and they pick up 2.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Hield to the ball. Now Porter defending. Hield passes to Moody. Rebounded by Denver. Here's Šarić. Takes a 3. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Warriors trail by 11. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Moody. Launches it. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Good decision making by Hield, giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
Westbrook with it. Pass to Najee. Puts up a 3. Here's Strawther. Now here's Šarić. No points so far. 4 on the clock. Looney grabs a miss. Outside Moody. Now here's Hield, pounded by Westbrook. Hield against Westbrook. 4-3. And it's Hield missing. Denver leading by 8. You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left off the catch. He can dribble into the three on occasion. That shot he's got is pure.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the officials are now allowing a bit more contact. Warriors coach Steve Kerr had called for more leeway for defenders, and he said, quote, "I love the shift. It's a better game when the cheap stuff isn't called. Players are so skilled today, they don't need any help." Brian, do you agree?
I do. I say let them play.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third. And it's Trace Jackson-Davis with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
It's Najee, high post. The Nuggets need to get one up. The three is up. Strawther, no good. Warriors trail by 10. On the wing, Payton. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. Out to Hield. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one, and he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. The Nuggets lead by 8. Westbrook taking his time here. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Denver shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Pass to Najee from the arc. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Najee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Moody with it, working on Najee. There's the 3. And the basket by Looney.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Westbrook against Hield. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. And finished off by Westbrook.
And, you know, that time Westbrook showing you just how effective he is on both ends. I love his hustle and energy and relentlessness on the court.
Here's Payton. And it's off from 3-point range. To the paint. Here's Najee. And it's blocked. And so it's Denver. Up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court right now for the Nuggets. They've got Dario Saric. He's out there with Michael Porter Jr. Russell Westbrook out there with Zeke Najee. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard. Butler can't get it to go.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Porter from outside. Knocks down the triple. Porter's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
And a deep three from Curry. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Porter. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. 17-point game. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
To the left wing. Here's Strother. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
3 points.
Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up. They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first. And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space. And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Counted from distance. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Can't lose sight of Curry on the break. That's when he strikes. He has fantastic awareness.
And here's Porter outside. Rebounded by Green.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. To the middle. Golden State with a rebound. The kick out, Curry. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now. I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Here's Brown. Outside Watson. Hits a three-pointer.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And a deep three from Curry. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Denver leading by 12. Over to the left wing. Watson. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Here's the pick. The three from Curry. The rebound by Murray.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
For 3, Gordon. The Warriors pull it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. Five to shoot. The 3 ball. The shot no good. Denver has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nuggets.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jamal Murray.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
And the basket by Curry. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Murray. To the right side. For 3, Gordon. They kick it out to Murray. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the tray.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now, because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Basketball. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Two of the dominant teams, Greg, out here in the Western Conference going head-to-head.
And, Kevin, they know each other well. They expect to meet potentially in the postseason, and I would expect a playoff atmosphere tonight.
Here's Reid. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Murray against McDaniel. Poked away. Stolen by Reid. And finished off by McDaniel.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Here's Brown. Jokic with his screen on DiVincenzo. A nice shot by Brown.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. And here is Murray. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Murray, good.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Now here's Edwards. And the wide-open shot from Reid. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Murray against McDaniel. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got 5 points so far.
And the best scorers, like Murray, they believe every shot they take is going in, no matter how deep they are on the floor.
That one falls.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Here's Brown. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. 5 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. Now here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room. Out to Edwards. 2 on the clock. Shot on the wing. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Here is Edwards, following the score by Jamal Murray. Outside for Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Fires for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Murray looking around. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Watson after the basket by Minnesota. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Denver has possession. They trail by 3.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Murray's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. Up top, Edwards. He's covered by Watson. They grab their own miss. Outside, Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up. Hey, who's got the ball?
Pass to Brown. Jokic with the screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Brown. Defended by DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Brown the pass to Watson. A miss that time would have put him up. Minnesota in the lead. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Denver with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Brown. He's got 5. No good. That would have tied it. Murray against McDaniel. Randle outside. Pass to Edwards. Randle with a screen for Edwards. Back to Randle. From deep three-point land. They get it again. Reed. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Randle passes to Edwards. Randle with a screen for Edwards. Over Watson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Jokic with it. Now defended by Randle. Scooped up.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Poke loose. Latrey buries the long-range jumper. Randle's got 5 now.
That's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Jokic with the screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Brown. Defended by DiVincenzo. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The Nuggets with another miss. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Outside for Randle. Edwards with it. Watson's there. Edwards finds Randle. Whoops, there's a 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Murray with it. He's got 11. Floats one. He lays it in. 13 points in the game.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Murray against McDaniel. Murray kicks to Watson. Four on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin. And he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it. And he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Šarić. He's out there with Porter, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Outside Westbrook. Astonagi, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Now, Alexander Walker. Gobert, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And a minute played as the second half gets going. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Back to Šarić. And it's in there.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Gobert. Denver grabs the miss.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Pass to Strother. Here's Nagy. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And here's Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert, the screen. Pass to Minot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And the defense of the Timberwolves been as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Westbrook passes to Porter. Back to Westbrook. Here's Nagy. No good with the layup. Here's Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to Miller. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Westbrook. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Astonagi. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Westbrook has an exceptional talent for creating for his guys. He sets them up, and boy, they are knocking them down.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Now guarded by Šarić. And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Down low. The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Strother. Back to Westbrook. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Westbrook's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside Westbrook. There's a good screen. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to Shannon. Porter looking it over. Sharch with the screen for Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Miller. And he converts the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Timberwolves on top, leading by just 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Murray. Here's Edwards. Pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Jokic with the screen on McDaniel. And it's Murray with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Reed misses.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
They get the rebound. Outside for Murray. Clock at 6. Goes back up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Outside for Randle. Randle with a screen for DiVincenzo. It's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Jokic with a screen on McDaniel. Here's Murray. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards dishes to Randle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, they like Randle to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Murray against McDaniel. Jokic with the screen on McDaniel. Lets a floater go. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his first 2 points. Huge
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. And the three ball is good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
For three, Murray. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Takes the three. Denver grabs the miss. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Brown.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Randall finds Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Back to Randall. From past the arc. Trifecta.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Jokic with the screen on McDaniel. And it's Murray penetrating. Yes!
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Pass to Reed. It's stolen by Watson. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Smooth finish out of transition by Jokic.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see...
Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me? Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Free throw good, Edwards.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a two-possession lead all of a sudden.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Jokic outside. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Edwards looking it over. And stolen by Watson. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. It was. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back and forth action in this one.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the center spot. They double team Curry. Here's Post. Back to Curry. Over McDaniels. Connects on the 17-footer.
There's a threat level from every spot on the floor when we're talking Steph Curry. That includes the mid-range.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the layup falls.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Outside Kuminga. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Now here's Reed. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniels passes to Reed. The rebound by Post. The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Butler finds Curry. Curry with another miss.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Post. And he banks in the layup.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Randall, a screen on Curry. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Now here's Randall. Outside Edwards. Left side McDaniels. And that one's on target from the wing. McDaniels got 5 now.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. And there's 1:45 left in the first. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Out to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. DiVincenzo with a screen on Kuminga. Here's Edwards. And he drives in. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
That's where patience pays off for Anthony Edwards. The clock is dwindling, but he's keeping his poise.
Here's Curry. The shake. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Reed for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Curry looking it over. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Randall, a screen on Curry. Pass to Randall. Randall The screen on Curry. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Right side Curry. 16 feet out. And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
Here's Curry. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Post shot, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
DiVincenzo, the pass to McDaniels, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football.
Oh, get out the way, Grant! Get out the way!
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Curry against McDaniels. And the shot goes down. Curry's got 8 points.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Edwards a screen on Curry. The kick out to Edwards. The triple hit for Edwards.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. Reid, a screen on Curry. Outside Reid, pass to Edwards. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Oh, that is a stone-cold 3 by the Ant-Man.
Up top, Curry. McDaniels covering. Curry against McDaniels. Outside Kuminga. And here's Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Randle pulls down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 13. McDaniels finds Edwards from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Curry, no good. Minnesota leading by 10. For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Pass to McDaniels. Here's the three. Warriors with the rebound. 44 seconds left in the first half. Butler surveying the floor. Butler, a screen on DiVincenzo. Lets it fly. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 13.
Well, the pick and roll is a play that Curry loves to operate, and he's always asking and seeking opportunities in this kind of situation.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Minnesota leading by 8. Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Connects from downtown. Edwards got 9 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're taking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. We've got Kevon Looney. Buddy Hield is out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Moody in at small forward. Outside Hield. To the inside, Jackson-Davis. Miller pulls it in.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
They set a pick. Takes the 3. Shannon's shot is off. Warriors trail by 12. Outside Payton. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Back to Payton. Driving in. And he can't get that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. And he gets it to go. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Looney, the screen. Hield from outside. Fires in the triple. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Hield always has the green light from behind the arc. This guy's so efficient.
Here's Shannon. No good with the triple. Warriors trail by 11. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert's such a big target, hard to guard him.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now here's Hield, tightly guarded. Moody with it. The 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Outside, Alexander Walker, picked by Gobert. Three-pointer. Offensive board. Miller outside. Here's Shannon. Sinks it from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Hield passes to Payton. Back to Hield. To win the run. The rebound by Shannon.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Gobert. Pass to Shannon. Miller, a screen on Hield. Lets it go from deep. Miller outside. Miller, a screen on Hield. Gets the three to fall. Shannon's got 6.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Hield up top. He's got 5. On the wing, Payton. From downtown. And again, no good by Golden State.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Pass to Shannon. Gobert with a screen on Hield. Inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
And vertical threat that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
Hield with the ball. Three-pointer. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 19 points as... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Nas Reed out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. A 21-point lead, the biggest of the game.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Curry against McDaniels. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
It's Edwards on the wing. Butler covering. Pass to Edwards. DiVincenzo with a screen on Butler. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Curry from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And again, Anthony Edwards. Edwards has got 8 points in the quarter.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Curry passes to Green. To the wing on the left. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Butler against Edwards. Curry with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. Fires the three, and the Warriors with another three.
It's so quick, and Curry's so elusive. This is what makes him such a tough cover, folks.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
McDaniels against Curry. Outside, Green. Curry against McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Curry's shot is off. Here's Butler. McDaniels against Curry. The three is up. Green with a screen on McDaniels. The three from Curry. Curry with another miss.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Curry against McDaniels. Outside Curry. That won't go either for Curry.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Fires away from way outside. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
To impose their will on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
Now Golden State's starting five. We've got Jonathan Kuminga, Butler out there with Curry. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Post in at the 5 spot. Murray for 3, drills it from outside.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
Now here's Curry. He's covered by Watson. Curry's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jokic, the rebound by Post. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
And the Warriors miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now here's Curry. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 5.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adderley. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Curry. Following the basket by Jokic. Lets it go with a 3. Curry's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 6. Gordon with it. Now Green defending. Watson's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Brown's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That's a 2 from Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run here. Wide open look here for Murray. Misses the 3. Warriors trail by 12. Outside, Green. From outside the arc. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Murray looking around. Jokic with this screen on Curry. Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. The Warriors shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Here's Butler, and yes, it's good.
No, the defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Murray outside. Nice move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good. Murray. He's perfect from the line this time.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Curry kicks to Green. Outside Curry. With 2 seconds left. And it falls over the rim and in. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Nuggets. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Looney out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Moody. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Payton in at the 2-guard spot. And here is Hield after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. Hield can't hit. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Bucket is good. Murray's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
Murray against Hield. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
Hield against Murray. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Hield.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in the game. He's got a clear path. The dive for the ball. Stolen by Gordon. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. A finish. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Hield outside. On the wing, Payton. Back to Hield. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pick. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Three-pointer, Hield. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. That one goes in. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Hield against Murray. Now here's Hield. He's guarded closely. Second chance shot. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Count that bucket. Murray's got 19 points.
And this is Murray at his best, probing inside and finding avenues to the basket using that athleticism.
Inside, got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal. Here's the break. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Hield, the pass to Payton. Back to Hield. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Hield's got 11 points.
Nice move. Hield showing he's not just a three-point shooter.
For 3, Murray. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors trail by 14. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hield with the bucket.
They are riding Hield hard tonight, and he is responding. Climb on his back, big fellas.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Murray, good. He's got 21.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Hield outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
They've got Šarić. He's out there with Porter. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Warriors trail by 14. Up top, Moody. Guarded by Porter. Westbrook against Hield. Westbrook with the steal. It's rebounded by Payton.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
That's Russell's go-to. He loves to go right to the rim off of a drive.
Hield outside. Down low, he is looking for Looney and finds him. Here's Jackson Davis. No good from outside. The Nuggets leading by 14. And a wide open look for Porter. Bangs home the trifecta. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Hield. Looney kicks to Hield. Westbrook with the steal. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, DA. He is a worker and living the dream. Here's Westbrook following the basket by Buddy Hield. Another 3 for Denver.
I mean, come on. Westbrook really stretching his limits.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Moody for the 3. Kept alive. Back to Hield. Out to the right wing. Here's Looney. Finds himself wide open and drills it. The Nuggets leading by 18. Outside Westbrook. Here's Strother.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors trail by 20. Hield with it. 15 points in the game. The long distance 3 is buried. Hield's got 18 points.
A true display of Hield's accuracy, surprising the defense with the deep shot.
Westbrook scanning the floor. 1:33 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. A 3 ball. And another miss by Denver. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. To the wing right side. Strother. That 3 off the mark. Warriors trail by 15. Here's Jackson Davis. They kick out to Hield. Westbrook with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Oh, Porter in position. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Saric. The Nuggets with another miss. Warriors have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Back to Jackson Davis. Pass to Hield. And here's Looney. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off the shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
First team foul.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group, setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Butler, Kuminga out there with Green, then it's Curry. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Curry with the three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Kicks it out to Gordon. Launches a three. With the tip, Jokic on the foul. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Outside Gordon. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Denver scoring again. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Denver leading by 22. Lob pass to Gordon. It's tipped. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Butler. Shot to stop the run. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Murray up on top, guarded by Curry. Murray against Curry. Murray the pass to Jokic. 4 on the clock. Over Kuminga. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
They kick it out to Green for 3. Offensive rebound. And Post gets it to go.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Pass to Gordon. And he goes right over Jonathan Kuminga and slams it down.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Curry from deep. Whoa! From way out there.
And it drops. Okay.
Murray outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Murray's got 26 points. The Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Curry finds Green. Golden State moving the ball around from downtown. Another miss by Curry. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Denver.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jamal Murray.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Green against Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
and it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style. Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And it's Jokic missing. Here's Curry, puts up a deep three. Again, Curry missing. Watson surveying the D. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And the out. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up.
check out Minnesota's starting lineup. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at small forward. All right, Grant, 2 of the West's most formidable squads going at it here.
You know, B.A., looking to prove who is the one to beat in their conference. You love this elite level of competition. This is a chance to show who is the best in the West.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Murray passes to Jokic. And the layup is good off the glass. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon pulls it in. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jokic passes to Brown. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Here's Edwards driving to the basket. And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. The drive by Murray. Yep, that one goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. With some arc. Reid passes to Edwards. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nuggets lead by 7. Murray looking around. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got 10 points.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Reid. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
59 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randle. Rebounded by Denver. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
For three, DiVincenzo. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Murray, shot is good.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Randall, the pass to Reed. Over Jokic. Minnesota again missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Fades back. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's been all about Nikola Jokic. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Denver.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Jokic with a screen on DiVincenzo.
And a two-handed jam! Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And here's Edwards outside. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards got 5 points.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
DiVincenzo driving. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Quick feet there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
McDaniels against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Lets a floater go. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game. Left side, DiVincenzo. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 12. Count it. Good.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Murray against McDaniels. And it's Murray off the drive. Jokic. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Brown. He's got 5. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, 3-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
So it's Minnesota now, following the score by Denver. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's closely guarded. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
Murray against McDaniels. Murray inside. Outside Watson. This one for three. Here's Jokic. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Jokic on the drive, and it's good. 2 points. Jokic has got 12 points now in the quarter.
The confidence Jokic has is impressive, as is his skill level. He knows he can get it done on the drive pretty much whenever he decides to drive.
Now here's Jokic. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Such a wide open look.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Edwards. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Edwards got 12.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
Here's Brown. Here's the three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Denver with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Drum roll. They're thinking about a shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Miller. He's out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. Now here's Porter. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance, and resilience, and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player. You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Defense is right there. Gobert with a screen on Saric. Up top, Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Here's Shannon. Here's Gobert. Porter pulls it in. And so Porter will bring it up for the Nuggets. Takes the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Knocks down the long J. Shannon's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Westbrook outside. Going inside. Outside Porter. Saric a screen. From deep three-point land. Porter's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 14. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
And, you know, that time Westbrook showing you just how effective he is on both ends. I love his hustle and energy and relentlessness on the court.
Here's Shannon. It's the trifecta. Shannon's got 6 here in the quarter.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
Here's Alexander Walker. Denver getting their last shot to go. Pass to Gobert. Back to Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Denver. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Saric. No points yet. Pass to Najee. Here's Mina. He's guarded by Porter. Down low. Strong finish by Gobert.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
Westbrook taking his time here. Miller pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 15. Now here's Alexander Walker. 5 points in the game. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Porter. The shot. Can't nail the jumper. Now Alexander Walker. Here's Gobert. The contact not enough to bother Gobert at the rim.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Denver up 11. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop them.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3, small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The 3, DiVincenzo. They get it again. Reed. To the inside. Stolen by Jokic. And here's the fast break. Here's Watson. They kick it out to Murray. Inside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. DiVincenzo with it. Checked by Murray. Reed passes to Randall. Jacks up a 3. Brown grabs the board. Denver leading by 13. Here's Jokic. Pass to Watson. Here's Murray. Tries again. And the shot is good off the backboard.
Murray using the mid-range, an effective shot for a good penetrator like Jamal. He's a natural scorer.
Now here's DiVincenzo. The D's right on him. Reed finds DiVincenzo. Reed sets a screen. And DiVincenzo hits from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Murray inside. Working on McDaniels. Pass to Brown, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Gordon with a screen on McDaniels. Murray against McDaniels from 13. Second shot opportunity. Now here's Watson. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards fires from way outside. Gordon pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Here's DiVincenzo. The shot's good. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards with it. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth. And the basket is good.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. Earlier in the game, they led by 19 to the wing, right side. And here's Gordon from the arc. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail by 15. Outside, DiVincenzo. For 3, Randall. He drops it from range. Randall's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Nuggets lead by 12. Gordon outside. On the take, over Randall. From the right block, the shot is good.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Nuggets.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, BA, that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Nikola Jokic.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Let's go with a 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Edwards fires from way outside. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. And Denver has possession. It's a 14-point game. And here's Jokic. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.